All right. So as promised, now you have a second option for you to evoke emotion, right? Evoke emotion in some way, shape, or form as part of your microphone message. This is the second proven strategy that Pedro and I love to teach. So maybe the happy four strategy, maybe you're like, oh, I don't know about that. But that's okay. You have this option as well. Our students love it when we teach this concept, and maybe this is the best approach for you to evoke a lot of emotion as part of your microphone message. So recapping, remember the persuasion code proves to us, and neuroscience has proven that two of the biggest secrets for marketing messages that help close sales are for you to have the positive emotional uplift, and then to have the message be contrastable. And so in this strategy, you can actually have your message be contrastable while also providing positive emotional uplift at the right moment. So we're gonna dive into it right now. The strategy, I don't know if I already revealed it. Did I reveal it? Oh yeah, show hell and heaven. That's the name of the strategy. So the strategy is for you to show hell and to show heaven. And to start off, to kick things off, I've got a really cool video from PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. And it's a video with a famous NFL superstar. Okay, so here we go. Here's the video, and you're gonna see in the video, quick warning, you might want to get some water out because you might get a little bit thirsty watching the video. What are you talking about? Why would a video make you thirsty? You'll see here in a second. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Hey, I'm Tyron Matthew with PETA, showing you what happens when you leave a dog in the car on a hot day. It's 90 degrees outside today. I'm sure it's gonna get a whole lot hotter inside of that car. Jesus Christ. This is ultimately what it feels like to be a dog trapped inside of a car on a hot day while their owner is probably in a grocery store. So the dog has to sit in the car and literally overheat. I seriously couldn't imagine leaving my dog in a car like this. I mean, if you're gonna make a dog a part of your family, then make him a part of your family. Don't treat him like you wouldn't treat someone you cared about or someone you loved. Tell you one thing, I can't wait to get out of this car.
Okay, well, so that made me thirsty.
I'm sweating here. And I love their tagline, man. Do whatever it takes. That's powerful. And they do. They pull some crazy stunts, but that's pretty cool. Also, another example of how you don't need a lot of money to bring awareness to your brand or to something you do. You see, that was like, can you imagine the cost? Probably the player didn't even charge anything to be part of it.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah. True. And so this, with Peter's message with Tyron, it's so effective because it's very, very real. It's very emotional, and it shows hell and heaven because of the video, many people have taken action to free animals left in hot cars when they remember that what the animals are going through. And it's logical that animals shouldn't be left in a hot car, but it took a hell and heaven emotional approach for people to decide to take action and better protect animals trapped in hot vehicles. And the reason why they showed hell and heaven so well was because he was obviously suffering. Tyron was suffering through hell in the car, so that we can relate to what the animals go through. And then by that 8-minute mark, he opens the door and you can see, he's got the fresh air, and somebody hands him an ice cold bottle of water. So immediately it's like, oh, okay, I feel better. Like, I feel better. I feel better for him. And if you've ever been extremely hot and thirsty, and then you finally got that first sip of water, you know the contrast there, and you know how good that feels. And you're like, oh, this is the best thing in the world, this ice cold bottle of water, right? So that's the hell and heaven that PETA was able to show. Here's another example, Purple from the Purple Mattress Company. We've mentioned them before, but what I didn't get to do earlier was show you a video. So this is the Goldilocks video. It shows hell and heaven as well. It does it in a very humorous way, but because of the hell and heaven approach, while including the humor, it's contrastable while showing the positive, while including positive emotional uplift at the same time, so that people take action. And this is actually the video. Actually, I'm not going to ruin the results because I think I have the results after the video. So here we go. The Goldilocks video, one of Purple's most successful videos of all time. 3, 2, 1.
What's a super easy way to tell that your bed is awful? The raw egg test. Let me prove it. When it comes to mattresses, you used to only have 3 choices. Looking for some shoulder pain? Try a hard mattress. Oh, it may feel like a rock and put pressure on your hips, but it's the perfect way to tell your partner, hey, baby, want some arthritis? It just fails the raw egg test. Then there's the soft mattress. It starts out okay, but collapses over time, like some cheap sneakers or Anakin Skywalker. And since it comes without back support, you get to try cool new hobbies, like chronic pain. But it also fails the raw egg test. Now let me explain the eggs. The raw egg test states that the perfect bed will let you put weight on raw eggs without breaking them. Because if a bed can cradle raw eggs while supporting all that weight, it'll also cradle your pressure points while supporting your body for maximum comfort. Well, if the hard bed's bad at cradling and the soft bed's bad at supporting, at least the medium bed is just terrible. It's not firm enough for back support or soft enough for your pressure points. So in the end, it's just a sad middle ground, like limbo or a wussy centaur. It's average. No one wants average. Now, to get around that, some beds come with $5,000 remotes, so you can choose between hard bed problems or soft bed problems. They're so high-tech, they failed the raw egg test twice. I don't need a bed that's hard, soft, or average. I need the best of firm and soft without the drawbacks. Introducing Purple. The only mattress that cradles your pressure points like a soft bed while supporting everywhere else like a firm one. Need proof? Let's check. Double check. Triple check. All the checks. And I'm really heavy for a little girl from a fairy tale. Yes, these eggs are raw, and no, we didn't fake it. How lame would that be? You're lame for thinking that. How can a bed be this comfortable? Maybe because it has 15 patents, was created by an actual rocket scientist, and uses a comfort grid system to distribute weight across any body type, giving you the best sleep you've ever had, guaranteed. Thanks, science. Now, there's a catch. Most high-end mattresses cost $5,000, but ours is only $1,000. We're sorry about that. We're the best. But you can spend that extra money on, I don't know, an adorable baby bear? Ah! Don't let it on the mattress, though. It will pee all over it. And while you're saving money, you'll save time, too. Because we're shipping Purple right to your door for free. Thank you. Now I have 2. We're so convinced you'll love Purple. If it doesn't change your life in the first 100 nights, we'll take it back for a complete refund. That's the Purple no pressure guarantee.
I love you.
So if you or someone you love sleeps, click here to buy your Purple at onpurple.com. And say goodbye to the rock-hard prison bed, the saggy swamp bed, the average bed, and the expensive remote. Get yourself into a Purple. And Mom and Pop, it's not the 1940s. Share a bed already. And make sure it's a Purple. Because you guys have been sleeping in garbage. Click now to start your 100-night trial of Nocturnal Bliss. No pressure. It's Purple.
Action.
Need proof?
Lift blast.
See, those are real eggs. Not hard-boiled. Not plastic. Not wooden. I just burst them.
Oh, that's so cool. Even the URL, onpurple.com. Oh my gosh. Gotta love the brand, man.
So good, so good. So that was obviously a convincing call to action, and pretty much one of the most successful call to action videos of all time. I mean, they sold, but they entertained, and people watched the whole thing, and then it showed hell and heaven, and you're back. They did such a good job of showing hell and heaven that your back might have started to hurt just by watching the video. And then you're like, wait a second, oh, I do need one of these, and then oh my goodness, it's only $1,000 instead of $5,000, and so it just hit on too many good points. Such a good message.
There's so many cool things that we could point out, right, about this case study. First of all, the color. That's it. Purple. Like you can't miss it, right? It's going to be there. It's a very eye-catching color, and you can do lots of things with purple. And I like how they said it's not hard, it's not soft, it's a mix between the two, right? Another objection they were tackling there, right? It's a mix. It's the right mix between both options, too hard or too soft. And the guy comes to your door, so instead of having a box, it's just this rolled up package, and everything is so cool, man. It's so cool. And the jokes, come on, it's not the 40s anymore. Share a bed.
That actually reminds me back when we watched the Ellen DeGeneres JCPenney commercial with you guys. If you remember, they were all in separate beds.
Exactly. She was in the third bed.
Yeah.
So I really like it, and it's interesting when we talk about a brand, right? More than ever nowadays, a brand needs personality. If you don't have personality, like people are gonna ignore you. So can you tell, Daniel? You can tell that the personality for purple, it's a little bit edgy. You see, it's not so you have the blonde girl, right? The Goldilocks.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty happy for a girl from a fairy tale, right? So you have the blonde girl, and so it's supposed to be cute, but she's edgy. She's saying, "Oh, the bear is going to pee all over your bed. Come on, share a bed already. I'm too shabby. I'm a little heavy." So all those little things, they're like spices, right, on top of your main plate and your main dish. Pretty cool, man.
So amazing. So that's purple for you. And well, this specific video was launched in the beginning of 2016. And it quickly helped grow Purple's brand and online sales. It actually is their most watched video with over 180 million views, and was one of the big reasons why Purple was able to reach a valuation of $1.1 billion during their July 2017 company merger. So very quickly, we went from if you remember, I mentioned the Kickstarter. I believe that one was launched in 2015. Now, Tony and Terry Pierce, they've been in business for a long time, but the Purple brand, the Purple company, they started it around 2015. And by 2017, you have this billion-dollar brand. It's like, what? Seriously? And you guys, when you follow the right marketing strategies and use the right elements as part of your microphone message, as you can see, yes, you can quickly break through the noise, and you can quickly achieve things in today's information-filled world. It's a curse and it's a blessing. The information overload that we talked about in the beginning of this course. The information overload makes it harder for you to break through the noise. But also, because of all the technology at our disposal, we can grow, and we can go within a 2-year period from 0 to $1 billion valuation. Now, of course, it's very rare for people to do so. Purple's an exception to the rule, but you're starting to see the elements of how at least Purple was able to do that, and so many other companies have been able to break through the noise so quickly when they have the right elements as part of their microphone message, all right? So that's how Hell in Heaven was showed through Purple and P90X. We're going to use them as an example as well because they did a great job to also sell $1 billion. We love using these billion-dollar examples because, you know, it's fun to hit. What's cooler than a million? A billion, right?
$1 billion, baby.
Billion, baby. So before and after pictures. That's what P90X does so well, and other workout programs as well. But as you can see, contrastable, right? Hell and heaven. Do you want to be the guy on the left, or you want to be on the right? Guy on the right. Well, they're the same guy. This is before and after. This is hell and heaven. You are showing people that it's possible to reach their goals. Same thing with teeth whitening, just teeth products in general. Before and after pictures. That's an easy way for you to show hell and heaven. Okay. If it's legal to show these before and after pictures in your industry, do it because it's proven. Another example that I love, the Where's the Beef campaign. If you haven't seen this video before, maybe this will jog your memory, but this was, I'm going to show you some impressive statistics after you watch the video, but yeah, one of the best commercials of all time, one of the most successful commercials of all time from Wendy's. Here we go, 3, 2, 1.
It certainly is a big bun. It's a very big bun. Big fluffy bun. It's a very big fluffy bun. Where's the beef?
Some hamburger places give you a lot less beef on a lot of bun.
Where's the beef?
At Wendy's, we serve a hamburger we modestly call a single. And Wendy's single has more beef than the Whopper or Big Mac. At Wendy's, you get more beef and less bun.
Hey, where's the beef? I don't think there's anybody back there.
You want something better. You're Wendy's kind of people.
Hey, where's the beef? I don't think there's anybody back there.
So good.
So this campaign was very successful because it showed hell and heaven. Obviously, this time with contrasting Wendy's hamburgers with the competition's hamburgers. And surveys showed after this campaign ran that the campaign did a great job at convincing people that Wendy's sandwiches did have more beef than the competition. What's even more impressive is that the campaign was responsible for helping Wendy's see an incredible 31% increase in sales over the next year. Holy smokes. We're talking about big business. This is franchise level competition. And this franchise that's now worldwide, but I don't know what their growth rates were in the United States at the time, but they went as a franchise. They were all across the United States, at least at the time, and they saw a 31% increase in sales within a 1-year period with this campaign, the Where's the Beef campaign. Holy smokes. Are you seeing the power behind having a contrastable message showing hell and then heaven to your audience. So here we go. 3 common ways to show hell and heaven. 1, narrate the details. How do you do this? Well, you dig the knife. You talk about the pains even more that your avatar has, that your audience is going through. You say hell is actually worse than you ever even realized. So the good news is you can choose heaven. There is a bright side, and you can overcome whatever pains you're going through. Choose heaven, and here's the way to do so. Another way, other than narrating the details, is to show, like we showed with some of these examples, like P90X and the teeth whitening, the before and after pictures. You show where they are now, where your customer avatar is now. That's the hell. And then if they take action now, then they can receive heaven. And then the third way is to show what they have been missing. You said you settled for X when you could have had Y. Kind of like with the Where's the Beef campaign. You settled for these hamburgers with very small beef patties when you could have had the sandwich they modestly call Dave's Single that has way more beef than the competition, blah, blah, blah. So these are 3 common ways to show hell and heaven, to make sure as part of your microphone message that your message is contrastable. I have a couple of slides here, okay, to share a final example. So here we go. This will help you, and you're going to take these steps, these same questions, you're going to go through them with your team, okay? So first question that you have to answer with you sitting down or with your team, what were your avatar's goals, desires, and dreams when they first discovered their new problems? Okay, now just so you know, this first slide is all about hell. So we're going to do hell on this slide, and then we're going to do heaven on the next slide. So now we're describing hell, so that to jog ideas for part of your microphone message. So what were your avatar's goals, desires, and dreams? Example, John was planning on purchasing his first home, but then he discovered the poor credit scores on his credit report. Uh-oh. All right, second question. How did the new problems make your avatar feel? Example, John was angry, he was frustrated, and he felt like less of a person because he had promised his wife that this was the year when they could finally afford to buy a home. Third question, what did friends and family think and say about your avatar's problems? Example, John's parents now doubt he will, that one's a tough one. John's parents now doubt he will ever be able to sign a loan for his own home. They also told him they wouldn't be able to help him co-sign for a loan because they fear the risk would be too high. Ouch! Oh my goodness. All right, fourth question. What did your avatar try to do to fix the problem, but that didn't work? Example, for the past 9 months, John made sure he made all of his payments on time. He also reduced his credit card debt from $10,000 down to $6,000, but despite all of his efforts, his credit scores are still poor. And then last question, what are your avatar's biggest fears because of their new problems? Example, John fears he will need to continue to pay rent for the rest of his life and that financial problems will continue to affect the relationship with his wife. Ouch! Did you feel the pain? Did you feel the pain in any way at all in that example right there? So that's what you want to sit down and describe, build out the pain, build out the hell of what your audience is going through. And then you get to paint the story of heaven. So first question, in order for you to paint heaven, is what was the turning point that showed your avatar that there was hope for a solution? What was the turning point? Example, after breaking the news to his wife that his credit scores were still low, John discovered a credit repair company called Credit Pros Plus. They showed John how through their program he could increase his credit scores to good standing within months. Oh, okay, so there's hope. All right, second question. How did your avatar's daily routine change because of the solution? Well, John started to sleep better and have a more positive mood at work. This was because after just 3 weeks of working with Credit Pros Plus, John started to see an increase in his scores. Whoa, after 3 weeks, he got a small win. This is great. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Third question, how does your avatar feel now compared to when they didn't have the solution to their problems. Well, John is happier, he's less stressed, and feels relieved. He and his wife have started to worry much less about their finances. They also look forward to the reports that they receive from Credit Pros Plus that show John's credit scores climbing higher and higher. Ooh, heaven's getting even better. Fourth question, what are your avatar's friends and family saying now that the solution has been found? Well, good news, John's parents now believe that he can obtain a home loan. They started telling friends that John is planning on buying his first home sometime soon. Woohoo! And the last question, what are the biggest lessons your avatar learned from the experience? Well, John learned that with the right process, plan, and a little bit of coaching, anyone can improve their credit scores. And that, my friends, is how you paint first the hell that your customers are going to go through, and then you paint the heaven. So there's 10 questions total, 5 questions for you to paint hell, and 5 questions for you to paint heaven, so that you can also include a story of hell and heaven as a possibility as part of your microphone message, so that your message can be contrastable while also providing positive emotional uplift, like we learned from the neuroscientists, so that it can help get people to take action through your microphone message. Yes, Pedro?
This is so cool. And this is so powerful. If we pay close attention to many of the examples we have talked about here, including Purple, you will see they did this exercise.
Yes.
They found out in advance what people thought, what their objections were, what their family probably would think, the series in the sequence of objections. Okay, how about this? And then you come and tackle it. Okay, but how about that? And then you come and tackle it. So when you're shooting a video like that, you can't listen to people, right? Because it's a video. So you have to make sure you find out in advance what people are going to think. And once you tackle like 3 things in a row, something amazing happens, which is this magical effect of, is he reading my mind? Are they reading my mind? Oh my gosh. Because the only way you can have this effect is by doing this exercise, just sitting down and really analyzing your avatar and your customer and finding out these little things about them. And once they talk to you and they know you understand them, they will trust you.
So powerful. And that's why our students have had so much success with both the Happy 4 strategy and with the Hell and Heaven strategy that we've been teaching for years, because it not only helps you differentiate yourself, but it really does help you get people to take the desired actions that you're trying to get them to take. So include these elements as part of your microphone message, and there's much more. There's more. Now you might be thinking, wow, I already can see that my microphone message is going to break through the noise. It's already going to work. This is great. But guess what? There's even more things that you can do, and we're going to share those next things in the next couple of videos. So we'll see you in the next video. All right. Thank you for joining us in this episode of the Marketing Podcast Party. Please share this episode with your friends, family, and business partners. Also, remember that the party continues with your free copy of the Ideas That Influence book and interactive box experience. I wrote the book and created the box experience to help you with even more wildly successful marketing ideas. Head on over to bigideasbox.com to grab your copy. You'll get your copy for free. You just pay shipping and handling. Once again, that's bigideasbox.com for your free plus shipping copy of Ideas That Influence. I'm Daniel Din. This is the Marketing Podcast Party, and I'll see you in the next episode.